Hello there. Welcome everyone to audio commentary number 26. Now today's game will not be featuring yours truly. Actually, I'll just be commentating this one because look at the Zerg. We are casting a game with Morrow versus his terran opponent Drewbie. The map is Metalopolis. They're right next to each other. You can kind of gather that by looking at this. So how about we speed this up as we like to do here. Now it's a short one. It's only 9 minutes long. It's actually going to be shorter than that on YouTube here. So let's speed this up. Let's get this out of the boring part of the game. Now Drewbie scouting a Terran right next to him right now. Notice what he does here. Keeps the Overlord out of range here. He obviously knows that there will be a barracks down here somewhere. You don't deviate from that build as much. He keeps the Overlord actually close to these refineries. These refineries are really the key in determining what is going on in the Terran base. If he's going heavy on gas, okay, he's going for some tech units. He's going maybe for a Thor drop. So really, if you want to scout out a Zerg base, stay clear with here. I mean, you can see this with a Zergling. That's fine. What you really need to see is what he's seeing right now. He's getting sight. Just enough sight. Look at that. That's a man that knows his units of the Vespine geysers. And like I said, short game, so I'm assuming that we might be seeing some cheese over here by Drewbie. So this is going to be a very, very nice game because, oh, well, I myself even have a problem against this strategy. Still no gas yet, so it does look like we're going to be seeing maybe a double racks. Maybe he's going crazy on gas here. Morrow going for the Expo, going for his spawning pool and extractor. Well, I mean, we can see that just by pressing D. Yep, production tab. But really, I'm just trying to find content to fill right now. We can alleviate that by speeding this up here. All right. So what happens next, man? Here we go. We have the SCV out here. It looks like, ooh, I can already tell where this game is going. With the extreme risk that is involved in getting this Expo out here. Morrow sees it. He sees that out there. So that means a whole ton of different stuff. First of all, look at what Morrow sees, and I want to let you guys kind of think with me here. Okay, he doesn't have anything on the gas. Okay, now he just started with the gas, but he just put his early game into that. So he's probably not going for an early game harass. So what does that mean for me? What can I get to make things easier on me, to make up for the fact that he's getting an Expo? Attacking's going to be hard. Sure, he has a bunker. It's not like he can attack right now because he's got that early game thing going on, especially with an Expo. So he can get this up here safely, and I'm actually kind of impressed at this build as to how untouchable is a strong word, but it's the first thing that comes to mind. Very tough to get into his base right now. Add in some banelings and that might change, but like I said, it's a short game. I haven't watched this replay yet, so we're kind of doing this impromptu. We're doing this live as it is live for those watching on the live stream right now. For those watching on YouTube as this gets placed up there later, you don't get the experience. Sorry. Anyways, we only have just a couple of wings, but Drewbie is still going for the early game attack here with his Marines. Up goes the Baneling Nest. And I really hope this is not why this is such a short game here. Down goes some drone. Oh, he tries to kill them. And there we go. There's the speed upgrade from the Zerglings here. Impressive micro there. He's waiting that exact attack duration between attacks. I know that sounded kind of vague what I just said. Anyways, double factory going down here. Double factory all the way. Let's check on the economy here. Both players about even, although the Terran is obviously much, well, not much, yeah, much higher in economy since he has mules in the mix. Let's check out our production here. Lots of Zerglings coming out right now. Pretty impressive, and actually his Expo is a little bit vulnerable since he doesn't have a planetary fortress, but honestly, who would get that this early in the game? So anyways, with the tide now turned onto the Zerg, it is now the Zerg's move. Look at all of these Banelings that he has out here. And now let's look into the situation that Drewbie is in. He stopped with the Marines. Ooh, that is just really, really bad. He's now moving over to Hellions. He's going for Blue Flame that can handle the Zerglings, but really when it comes to, oh my god, really, really good time for him to attack, going right before all of those engineering bays go in the way. Amazing, amazing timing. I guess today is just the day to see all of that, as we saw that earlier on in tonight's show. Drewbie forcing to repair on his Expo, not paying attention. The Zerglings get fried, and he has to just give up on his Expo. Very, very nice there. Repair saving Drewbie's ass from getting annihilated. Here we go. Ooh, very impressive. Look at this here. Just keeping a reactor and 2 supply depots blocking the front entrance there as we are moving straight up. Blue Flame Hellions. Is that a starport? No, that's the factory. I'm actually kind of surprised. Typically, we would see something like a starport so they can drop these in. But here we go. There are the Blue Flame Hellions, but it's really not going to do anything right now. As a very, very swift retribution here by Morrow handles that attack drawn to him and really just does the best possible thing that he could do. Now, I know this was a short game, so it was kind of, I don't want to say anticlimactic, because really, this showcases a very wise decision. There, I can use the English language. Take it back to like right here. I think this. I'm just kind of ballparking when this happens. And I want to put yourself in the situation that Morrow was in here. And stop right here. Stop right here. Yeah, I agree, Ballerby. Put yourself in this situation here. Okay, actually, let's even go to his vision right now. Here's what you got. You got 2 Zerglings. That's all you got out right now. He's got a lot of Marines out here, but guess what you saw? He has just dedicated himself to 2 refineries. That means that he's going to make some use out of the gas, because no good player would get gas for nothing. That means he's going for something like a factory. That means he's going for something like researching STEM, something that is time-consuming and taking the Terran a decent amount of time. So this attack right here, it's not the tip of an iceberg. It is just a chunk of ice in the water. There's nothing to it after this, because he's also dedicated all these minerals into getting an expansion up here. It is up, but I mean, let's look at the economy. They're about even right now. So really, when you see an Expo up, they're at a disadvantage until they're at about this point. You have about, okay, he's got 7 workers in the Expo. He's got the same economy as you. The same. So you really, when you see that Expo, know that there is a moment of weakness that your player has. And Morrow just blazed right through that. He knew. He sees this, he says, okay, this is a very tough attack for me to handle. Sure. I'm just starting to get Zerglings out. I don't even have Zergling speed yet. If worst comes to worst, he can always send out these drones to aid in the fight with these Zerglings. But no matter what, drones or not, he's going to win the fight. That's one big thing that you need to take away from what you're seeing right now. He's going to win the fight no matter what. There's no SCVs to bunker up. There's none of that crap happening. And right now, here comes the speed. He's slowly losing these Marines here, and he's just going to use them right now. Okay. The Marines die, and stop. Let's go to everyone's vision here. Here's what we have left. Look at his base. Really bad position for Drewbie. If he attacks right now, after getting, you know, a big-ass army of Lings, which he is right now, he's getting all these Lings, what does he have to defend? Honestly. And he does have this Baneling nest coming out here because he knows exactly what's going to happen. It's knowing the weak points of your opponent that really, this is the only thing that won him this game. So please, please take that away from this replay. Don't just dismiss it as a short game and nothing is happening. Speed it up, and we'll go through this game, but just sped up, but going more into that emphasis. Pause right here. Once again, look at this opening. What does he have for an army? He doesn't have the siege tank to block off his base. That was a possibility. That was a risk that Morrow had to deal with. But if he has a siege tank out here, then he can't get Banelings here, but he has a siege tank out here. that means he can just send Zerglings around there. So there is a weakness. No matter what, at the least, Drewbie is going to lose his Expo. That's important. That means that his economy is back to a one-base economy, and he is slowly going to take an advantage into the game. A huge advantage, a much bigger advantage if the player just said, forget it, I won't Expo. Because like I said, he dedicated all the time, all the resources into getting this out here, and now he just has to abandon it and just give the game, or at least a big advantage, over to the Zerg. And here we go. He just saves up his resources to get all of these banelings. And, well, the rest is history. We all see what happens after that. Excellent timing there with those engineering bays. Very nice. But pause right here. What if he did have this blocked? Would that make a difference? You probably already know the answer. Not really, because he can just walk right through here. Sure, he'd have a bunker hitting. What would that do? That would kill maybe 2, 3 lings. Whatever. Makes sense. From here on out, it makes good sense that he has taken this game to his advantage. We all see what happens. So, I'll just leave it to the fight scene here. I'll go to Morrow's camera as we sign this one off. We'll try to keep this one short. But yeah, like I said, takeaways from this: pressuring at the weak points and responding to your opponent pressuring to your own weak points. Just like I said, usually, you know, it's in your instinct. When you see the Terran's base, you think, crap, well, I killed his army. I can't get to his base. He's got all these things that really restrict me. But really, put yourself in the Terran's shoes and think, what's the most that he can really have? And the most that he could even have is siege tanks up here, and that'd be the smartest position for the siege tanks. And like I said, if he had a siege tank out here, Zerglings would have destroyed it. So at the least, he can attack that and at least go next. But no, Drewbie was going for some aliens, and there we go. So we've already played through it. Let's play through it again. No. So yeah, that's a wrap for this one. This is audio commentary number 26? Yeah, 26. We've been making a few, haven't we? Anyways, those on YouTube, thanks for watching. Those on live stream, thanks for watching again. Stay tuned on the live stream. The show will continue for tonight, especially since I don't have to work tomorrow. Anyways, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next show on YouTube, and I will see you in like 30 seconds on live stream, so don't go anywhere.